Hello and welcome to this latest edition of Watermans No Ticket Required Film Club. My name is John Davis and I'm the tutor in Contemporary Film and Theatre at Morley College. If it was easy to predict which films would be big box office and which would bomb, we could all be film producers, but it isn't. If you think of those that we were supposed to be queuing around the block to see, for instance Heaven's Gate, that lost $128 million and bankrupted United Artists. And if anyone saw the Alamo remake in 2004, I'd be surprised, because it lost $122 million. And whoever thought that the British film Sex Lives of the Potato Men was going to be a big box office draw may have misinterpreted the allure of sex and potatoes together, which I don't think works. On the other hand, films that have seen guaranteed also-rans and have scraped through the production process can end up being extraordinary successes. In French cinema, Amélie wasn't expected to do extraordinarily well, but did very well. But when Danny Boone proposed to make a film about a bog-standard postman who's been moved to a small industrial town in the north of France with no big stars in it at all, he can't really have expected to be making a film that became the biggest box office success in French cinema history. Luckily, today's choice is in the latter category, not the former. And I'd like you to imagine the pitch that the director must have made to the two producers, Kate Byers and Lynn Waite.
So Mark, it's a story about Cornwall, very colourful. I like that. We loved Fisherman's Friend and Poldark.
Yes, but I want to make it in black and white using local people and shoot it on my own small camera and add the sound on later, and I'll process the film myself.
Oh. Is it a musical, or comedy, or rom-com? Does it have big boats in it?
No. It's a story of class and social enmity, violence, poverty, and it's got a lot of car clamping in it.
Any big names lined up?
Well, we've got some people who've been in Poldark, and Mrs. Crook from Doc Martin.
Great, let's do it.
And this is what they got. Let's have a look at the trailer.
Evening, Mrs. Peters.
Evening, Martin.
Lovely day.
Paul and Silas bound in jail, got no money for their bail. You keep your eyes on the prize and you roll right on.
Yo, what's on?
Nothing much.
Getting money?
Not enough.
And Paul and Silas thought they were lost.
Why don't you just go back working with Stephen for a bit?
I got bloody principles.
Keep your eyes on the prize and you roll right on.
I'm going to have to ask you again not to leave your truck outside.
What are you doing, Martin? It's between me and the clamping company.
Hold on, hold on.
You didn't have to sell us this house.
Didn't we?
Keep your eyes on the prize and you roll right on.
He was so posh, I honestly thought he was speaking German.
Losing your temper isn't going to help.
I haven't lost my temper yet.
Your old man wouldn't have shut the pub in the winter. Bloody disgrace you are. Sell out!
Get out!
The director, editor, screenwriter, camera operator and film processor was Mark Jenkin. He was born in 1976 in Newlyn in Cornwall and has an extensive list of film credits working on other people's films, but also on his own short films, and in this respect he was somebody who really did deserve a chance. He'd had critical acclaim for his short films and was well known in the art film circuit and as an advocate for his native Cornwall. But the success of Bait must have been a pleasant surprise. By October 2019 it had taken over £400,000 in the UK alone, which I'm guessing was at least a large proportion, if not all, of the budget and some to spare. Critics loved it, and this helped a great deal, but so did word of mouth. One person told me of how their local cinema had it on, playing in the small screen, but very quickly had to move it to the big screen. I think it's a film that gives us hope, and that not all our entertainment goes through some Hollywood algorithm that determines the number of chase scenes or mysterious murders. It's of its time. It explores issues about our national identity, but does it with a lot of humour and humanity. And we'll discuss what made it such a success at 8 p.m. on Monday, October the 12th. And in the meantime, you can watch it on a lot of platforms, but I'd say that the BFI one would be worth choosing because they're the ones who had the courage to distribute it. And to finish, this is exactly the sort of camera that he used making his film. Small, it's lightweight, well, pretty lightweight, it feels heavier as I get older, and would film 22-second shots at a time and has 100 foot of film in it, which is about 2 minutes. So, I look forward to seeing you soon, and in the meantime...
Paul and Silas thought they were lost. Heaven shook and the chains came off. Keep your eyes on the prize and you roll right on.